his mentality, bro. Yeah.
Shut up. Okay, I think we're live.
I did not think that through. No.
You think nothing through.
Bro, shut up.
But I'm right. You know I'm right.
Shut up, stupid, dumb.
You just don't want to admit. Hey, that hurt my feelings. We are live with episode 99. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Loophole Podcast. Whoa. Welcome, everybody, back to the Loophole Podcast. I'm your host, Loopie. Alongside me are also your hosts. Is your host, Jelani Muna. Special guest here with me. We got the homies, Cobra, Adam, and the SVR. Yes.
Hey.
What's up, everybody?
I'm doing great.
Good to hear, man.
Hey, I didn't even ask, but I was about to.
Bro, Jelani's just 3 steps ahead of you, bro.
Could you imagine?
All about time efficiency.
No, could you imagine if I just stopped it at that? Jelani's like, "Oh, I'm fine, bro. I didn't even ask."
Bro, you just gotta cope, bro, that this guy's just like 3 dimensions ahead of you, bro. 6 parallel universes ahead of you, bro.
Yes, bro.
What kind of time frame is that?
I don't know, bro. I'm just
A few.
babbling.
Oh yeah.
Because time is literally synchronized. If we're talking about parallel universes, that's what makes them parallel. You dumb
it's
fuck.
just something. It's like the same universe, but like one thing different is happening.
Cobra,
Jelani can like see into the future, bro. He can see the fact that I'm doing your mom tomorrow.
he's like the monitor from like the DC universe, but nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, don't.
Just watch The Arrow.
I don't
Good
want
show.
it, bro.
Okay, all right, whatever. Cobra, how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing good. I just made $200 by selling old PC parts. I'm doing pretty good.
Wonderful. Adam, how are you
Having a
doing
good
today?
time.
Doing alright. I was able to make some really fucked up looking character in The Sims, so I was feeling pretty good about myself there.
Awesome.
SVR, how are you doing today, bro?
Doing great. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. I'm doing okay. Nobody's gonna ask.
Nah, bro, because nobody gives a shit.
Oh, that's painful.
I just saw the pure pain in your eyes, bro. Just.
And there's a lot of pain in my eyes.
Come on.
I'm doing okay, I think.
Are we talking about physically or mentally?
I love my friends. Totally, bro.
Oh,
What are you talking about, bro?
Alright. Nobody's.
For not asking him. Somebody fucking asked him. How's your day today?
Is I.
You're welcome. Okay, goodbye.
Alright.
Damn, son.
yeah.
Alright, listen.
Livy coming in with the clutch.
Let me make a little talk. I don't know. But hold on. Let me just say something real quick. Yesterday, I didn't really come up with this recipe, all right? I had this recipe when I was at a Portuguese restaurant. I had this thing. It was an Oreo mousse. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically Oreos in a yogurt. And that shit is thick as fuck. If anyone knows what a mousse is, I mean, I would assume people know what a mousse is. Imagine.
It's like a big deer.
Oh
Dude,
shit, my
mousse
phone's
is
on
good.
1%. I gotta plug that shit in. Alright.
Wait, are you talking about like the dessert, a chocolate mousse, or the animal, a chocolate? Or
Like-
the animal, a chocolate mousse? Bro, nah.
Oreo flavored mousse.
That's a goofy ass mousse, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that was not one of my greatest moments.
Not one of your proudest moments.
Nah, not one of my greatest or proudest, but no. Actually, no, I'm quite proud of that one. That was like, that was impressively dumb. And he's gone. What the fuck is that music I'm hearing? It's like the YouTube outro music.
Yeah.
And I'll see you guys the next time.
No, no, that's what I was doing with Livy because my phone was on 1%. I had to plug it in, and so she started playing this music, and then we did this. She hung up.
That was absolutely amazing. You could just hear it faintly in the background. It was great.
Man, all right. So
Thank you for that.
I came up with this recipe. All right. I thought long and hard about it. I've thought about it since before I moved here. This Oreo mousse. It's basically a mousse, but it's Oreos. Now that shit was amazing when I tried it at the Portuguese restaurant. All you need to do is crush down 10 Oreos, mix that shit with some heavy cream. Not only that, add some sugar, some powdered sugar. So I did that. I mixed that shit in. So first of all, I put in the wrong kind of sugar. I put in that fucking thin ass fucking sugar, the one that I don't know, just fucking sugar, right? It was wrong. I needed to put powdered sugar. So by then, I had already put around 80 grams of sugar inside of this whole ass bowl of whatever. I was supposed to put 40 grams of powdered sugar. I put double because I fucked up on what sugar to put. I mixed that shit up. That was nice. Then it turned into some nice Oreo mousse. I took a picture of it. It's on my phone. I'll show you guys after the podcast. I tried it out. I couldn't even finish it because it was too much fucking sugar. But I was very happy with myself because now I can literally make my own dessert.
Did it taste great?
It tasted good. Like I saw the potential of what I could do. I really just put too much sugar. Like the problem was the sugar. I couldn't finish it because there was too much sugar, but the taste was there. But it was disgusting in the sense where it was too much sugar.
So it was too sweet.
Yeah, I was about to ask, was it too sweet?
It was too sweet, and that's because I put 2 different kinds of sugar in, and that was like 80 grams. That was double of what I was supposed to put into the
I mean, yeah, you're kind of a dumbass for that one.
Yeah, because I think to myself powdered sugar. Yeah, the sugar is there. It's powdered, but no, it was the wrong kind of powdered.
Yeah, it all depends on the consistency of the ingredients you throw into shits.
Yeah, so
that's why it's specifically powdered sugar, just not normal sugar.
Yeah. Livy says, had to do the outro with him. Had to, bro. This is why he should marry me, yo. Yeah.
Agreed. That was funny as hell.
That was funny as hell. I wish I angled my camera in the way so you guys could see me. It's funny though. But
at least you were starting somewhere with the Oreo mousse, even though you put sugar in it. You still had the other ingredients.
I felt accomplished because I found the texture. The texture was there, and it was incredible. It really was. Yeah. So, Cobra, or Livy, or any one of you guys. If I meet one of you guys, somehow, if we actually do plan something, I'm gonna try. Keep some fucking Oreo in your fucking pantry. I'm about to turn your Oreo into something incredible because now I know where. I know what to do now with this Oreo mousse. People are gonna be asking me to do this shit.
Yo, can I just say,
sure,
if you come over to my place, there's a movie theater near my house that I used to work at that had fried Oreos, deep fried Oreos.
Bro, what the fuck?
What the fuck is that? That's some American thing.
Oh, it is.
I remember it.
They were so
y'all
good,
motherfuckers.
but 2 of them and your stomach is hurting the rest of the night.
Bro,
So
y'all American motherfuckers are down bad for any food thing, bro.
Dude, I know.
I actually tried some deep fried Oreos.
They were. I like them a lot. Just they are extremely filling and hurt your stomach if you eat more than 2.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
It just doesn't work. Listen, no.
It's
don't knock
it
until you try it, bro, if I'm sugar, bro.
It must look like rotten shit, rotten.
Oh,
dog
it doesn't.
Shit.
It doesn't actually.
I want to look this up now.
Yeah, look it up. They don't look bad at all.
I'm so intrigued.
I mean, to me,
you should see some of the state fairs that like places in America have. They've
what
made a
was I
deep
doing?
fried stick of butter in certain places.
I mean, with a thick amount of breading, no, it does not
What
look bad,
the
not at all.
fuck is this?
Yeah,
I mean-
it doesn't look as bad as you would think, and it doesn't taste as bad as you would think.
I think Jelani's
Yeah.
trying to say something for like the last minute and a half.
Sorry, Joel.
yeah, like when I had it, I was at Adventureland. I was at Adventureland. And I had some. A friend recommended me to have some, and they didn't really taste that bad to me. I mean, I didn't like the sound of it, like deep fried Oreos. Like, I mean, the name of it sounds terrible if you really think about it, but they're not really that bad. But they're not really all that bad, though. I had one.
I think the taste is quite nice. Although I'm going to repeat myself yet again. It hurts your stomach after eating like 2 of them.
Mike in chat says
Like,
deep fried Oreos actually taste pretty good, but the concept is disgusting. It looks.
Yeah, and that's the thing
yeah.
with most deep fried stuff besides like fried chicken.
Fried chicken's amazing, bro.
Yeah, your favorite place is KFC, and I always make fun of you because I have a KFC like 5 minutes from my house.
You're such a cunt. We have maybe 3 KFCs in the entirety of my country.
Cobra, when we meet, we're going to KFC. Fuck you. All right.
I'm eating KFC every day, bro. I need my fill
Yeah,
before
dude.
going back to fucking Denmark.
Yeah, if you come to my place, I'll just get KFC every day, but not ask if you want any.
Bro, I'll just steal whatever you have. I don't care.
You'll basically be forced
honestly.
to eat KFC until the moment that you don't want to eat KFC anymore, and you'll be glad that there's not a KFC
Yeah,
near
I'll make you sick with KFC. Just
I don't care. At least at that point, bro. I don't have to suffer by the fact that I can't get any.
Yeah, no, you want to.
I'd rather eat enough to get sick of it than not being able to ever get it again. Which is the situation I'm in, bro. It was so good. I don't know if it's I don't know if is KFC generally good.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
KFC. I used
okay.
to like Popeyes more than KFC.
Tenders?
It's just
Popeyes
one of my friends just said it was really bad, and he had it from the exact same place that I got it from, and I was like, "What do you mean,
Bro,
bro?
the same people-
demented dumbass. This shit busting."
Bro, the same people that say KFC is better, the same people that fucking eat at Zaxby's.
I don't know what that is, man.
I know what it is. Like the Zaxby's Twitter account, even DM me and shit as well. Look, I looked at their menu. It doesn't seem all that appealing. I don't know. It's just very it just looks dry as hell. But
the worst fast
KFC,
food place is Wendy's.
Wendy's is the worst.
Wendy's is my absolute least favorite fast food place. The only thing that I can even slightly take is the Baconator.
I'm probably
just think
going to
that's
try
gross.
I'm probably going to try Wendy's when I go to Wales because that's very close to where Livy lives. So, oh yeah,
I
by
just
the way,
always hate it.
homies of the podcast and YouTube and everybody, yo. So there is a chance that I'm going to Wales on the 15th of October, and I'll be staying there till the 6th of the month after. So for 3 weeks. I don't know. I think it's dope as hell. All right, because I'll be meeting Liv again, and I'll be doing the podcast. So we're gonna have me and Livy doing the podcast in the same little in the same room. So I think it's gonna be dope as hell.
I think you have to bring a mic,
That'd be
though, because if
amazing.
you gotta use any microphone that Livy owns, you're probably just gonna sound like a fucking microwave.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Even my own laptop mic is just terrible. Also, I'm sorry to keep talking, all right, but I have a story for you guys. This happened just a couple days ago. My life is
Tell it.
Story time with Poop Man.
my life is weird. All right, listen. So since we moved, I had to. Well, I wasn't even the one that did it, but boxes full of my stuff had to be placed in the balcony to save space in my room. Whatever. I was going to sort out all of my items, but I guess I just had to be put in the balcony. One day, there's a freaking lightning storm, right? Pouring fucking rain, enough to feed an entire African family. It was so freaking. I'm sorry, Jelani. I saw your face. I'm sorry, bro. I just realized I fucked up.
Because you said
Not only that, but the
rain to
grammar.
feed the family.
That the grammar doesn't really check out right there, man. Just saying, you can't really feed people with water.
I mean,
Quench their thirst, maybe.
it'd be salty. No, there's water in Africa. All right, I'm just exaggerating. Like there is water in Africa.
Yeah, but if you drink more than half a liter, you'll get like 20 different parasites. But that's another thing.
Okay.
Jesus Christ! It depends where you get the water from. All right,
The
like
brown water, the completely brown murky water is my favorite. That one gives me
Okay,
hardcore
Jesus
gonorrhea for weeks.
okay. Let me finish the story before we get into
Okay,
like,
man, sure.
some stereotypes. All right, I was just making an exaggeration. I wasn't even going there. I could have said like any family. I could have said a family from Afghanistan for all I cared. Like, anyway. Okay, so pouring ass rain. All right, so much water just everywhere. My dad barges in my room and goes like, "Yo, you know you got shit like outside on your balcony and things." So I went and looked. It was boxes. First of all, there's a box literally right under my desk. All of this has got in the rain. There's probably rainwater like still like in this box, and not really sure what to do with it. It's full
You
of
should sort it until like it will get moldy if you just leave it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sorted, but
Do it fast because that shit grows mold fast.
Do you know what's in the box?
yeah. So so there were 2 boxes, and there was a cardboard box that had, and I shit you not, and it broke my heart because I saw my entire childhood get damaged by the rain. I listen up closely. My Blue Yeti, my Switch dock, my NES, my Xbox 360, my tripod got fucked up by the rain. Literally, like I was gonna use it to for the camera for the podcast, but this shit literally comes off. All of the adhesive has been taken away from this leg, and I can't even make this shit stand up anymore. Okay, maybe I can, but if I put something on it like this, right, see, it falls down.
That was just a brutal. Yeah, that's so sad. The thing
So-
that breaks my heart the most is probably the NES, bro.
The
That
NES,
thing's old, bro.
Yeah. Not only that, the capture card that I used to capture my NES is damaged. Everything is damaged. And the only problem is, so we dried that shit quick, even though that it's been in the rain for like maybe an hour or so. I haven't tested if any of the devices work. I'm scared to plug in my NES. It's terrible. So it's
Well, go to a professional. Go to like someone that deals with stuff like that.
yeah. I haven't tested. I have to plug it in to make sure it works. My Xbox.
That thing might be dead because of water damage.
Yeah, I've had to throw away my Blue Yeti.
Can you even fix water damage? I know you can fix corrosion, right? But can you fix water damage of like motherboards and shit?
Water
I'm
damage?
Sure.
So apparently, because I have had a capture card before that was completely water damaged. Like I was like the capture card was going out for a swim, basically. It was an HDMI capture card, that I guess captured like Switch, PS4, and all of that, or whatever. It worked after the water damage, and then it was water damaged once again, and then I never tried it if it actually worked. I don't know how it got water damaged for the second time, but so I also had a water damaged 3DS back then, and it didn't work for a while until the moment it decided to work again. So I'm thinking, if it gets water damaged while the hardware is on, then it's gonna get fried. But if it's off and you dry it up before turning it on and really waiting a while, maybe you have a chance at it working.
I don't think that's how water damage works, because if the water just gets to set, it does drying, it'll leave stains around the shit. But that's why water damage is a thing.
Well, if you leave it to sit, then yeah. But we explicitly like wiped it and like made sure everything, you know, got off of the hardware, I guess. The NES,
but
man, like
but drying it, like you said you wiped it down, you didn't pull it apart, right?
I haven't. I kind of want to just check out if it works now. So, I mean, I don't have any like. Do you think I should like just power the NES to like a power outlet and just like test out if there's like the LED that turns on?
I mean, yeah, it's not wet anymore, so like, it doesn't conduct electricity like that. If anything, something's gonna just be short-circuited or broken inside. That's about it. I mean, if it
about it,
all of
because
this,
you never know what you could be dealing with when it comes to this. So
I don't think it's harmful if he tries to turn it on now more than it would be if he didn't. Like, I don't think that would change anything. So just testing to see if it works wouldn't. But yeah, like, even if it fucking works, maybe just, send it in. Because just say that it got wet, quite a bit, and there might be water damage. See if they can, like, check it out.
Honestly, it's terrible, man, because it's, like, you know, stuff that I had for, like, 3 years. Like, I bought this NES for my birthday when I was doing speed runs and shit. So it hurt me when I saw that, like, every part of my childhood was every piece of Loopy history basically was water damaged. It was terrible.
You sound very unlucky with water damage. You also mentioned your capture card back in the day and a 3DS, bro. You shouldn't be near water or any kind of liquid at this point.
No, but like, bro, I have another story, but oh god, one time in middle school, I fucking pissed myself in school that I water damaged my phone.
By piss?
Yeah.
You filthy cunt.
Oh man, it was terrible, bro. Like,
did the teacher not let you go?
What?
Did the teacher not let you go?
Yeah. He was a dickhead. He was a dickhead. So I pissed. The chair was fucking full. Unfortunately, one of the fucking girls in the class that was supposed to come after did not realize that there was a fucking puddle of piss on the chair, so she sat on it.
That must have been embarrassing, bro.
Oh, it was, but like, I was cool about it. Like, I was actually cool about it, and the fact that I was cool about it, everybody was cool about it. And plus, I told, like I said it, like, they didn't fucking let me go. And then there was, and then there was rumors that I apparently beat my dick in class, but like, I don't know, that's weird.
You're not denying it.
I did deny it. Oh. I don't need to prove myself. Like, I needed to piss.
I mean, luckily, I've never had an experience like that. My school, or at least I personally, was just like, even if I was or was not allowed, I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna just go anyway, because if I'm not, I'm gonna piss right here.
No, but you should have...
that's a big problem.
You should see the inside of that school, bro. The entire bathroom, like the school bathroom, looks like a prison. It literally got iron bars, and that shit is locked up when it's not recess. That shit is locked up. So...
Damn.
I don't go to that school anymore because, you know, I got my diploma there. Like it's just middle school and shit. It was 3 years ago. But if it was up to me, I would probably just go behind the school and just piss there. I don't care if it's a tombstone. I'll piss. I'm kidding. But yeah.
Trying to remember if I have any school stories. Actually, I do. I remember we were in like, you know, there's like gymnastics and like fucking like some kind of like athletic like fucking thing that you're doing shit. Yeah, we had swimming and shit, so we would go to like a pool and shit and learn how to swim. I remember just accidentally, because for some reason I was too dumb to know how to actually like dive into the water and just not swallow chlorine. I swallowed so much chlorine. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, chlorine, bro. That much water. When we got home to the school, I was just laying in like one of the like, I think we had like a sofa or something, like a really bad fucking old ass dusty sandy shit sofa in like the hall, and I just laid in it, and I remember just standing up, and then I just began fucking projectile vomiting everywhere because of all the fucking chlorine water, bro. I felt so sick.
But be lucky you're alive, bro. Be grateful you're alive, because that shit, Like,
It's
like
toxic as hell.
drinking pool water. It's called dry drowning. Have you ever heard of dry drowning?
Oh,
No,
that's
I-
like where you
No,
it's
neither
like
do
when
I
you-
want to hear about it.
No, dry drowning is this. If you swallow way too much like pool water, that shit goes in your lungs, and whatever is inside, which I'm guessing is the chlorine and other like molecules and shit, that shit goes to your lungs, suffocates you, you die.
and it's like a delayed drowning too, because it can happen like an hour after you get out of the pool.
Yeah.
Are we still on
No,
the
it
topic
can-
of like schools?
It can happen like even 48 hours after, like,
And yes, kind of. We are Liv.
yeah,
I
yeah,
got
we
one.
are. Oh, she
Yeah,
got one?
but like,
I got
all
one.
that chlorine water, bro. That was not like it was like a public like school pool. So I don't even want to think about how much child piss was in that water that I swallowed.
Oh, bro.
Because oh man.
No, think about how you're still alive today after that shit, because honestly, that's fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I vomited it all out.
Yeah, bro. Bro, some people like
I
blow
got one
bubbles.
similar.
Oh, Livy got something.
Oh, similar. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Maybe
Let's hear
the
it.
water drinker.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
I was something like, what? I was in reception or nursery. So I was something like 5 or 6 years old at this point.
Hmm.
So
I was way older.
Basically, we have this like little yard at the bottom of like my primary school, and it was winter. No, it wasn't. It was April. So we walk out, we start to play, and we just see these like white stuff sprinkled like around the like edges of the school, and I'm like, oh my god, it has been snowing, and I'm like drawing with this little powder. I don't know what this powder is, right? So then I go, oh yeah, oh yeah, eating it. Doesn't taste like anything. Whatever. And then the caretaker comes out and he's like, oh kids, I'm obviously done by then. I walk away. I'm like happy. I just ate snow. And he walks away. And like I walk away. I'm playing with my friends, whatever. And the caretaker comes out and he's like, oh kids, by the way, don't go near this white powder. It's like pest poison basically. It's rat, it's ant, it's spider poison. So don't go near it because you would probably die if you ate it or even touched it. So I'm just like...
My first thought was that I don't know. It's a messed up thought, and it was like,
Bro,
not even a thing that could happen. But you said
she
white
was
powder. I immediately thought about cocaine or something.
No.
And then-
The only thing I heard,
monstrous amount of cocaine.
the only thing I heard was white stuff sprinkled all over the thing. I thought she was talking about cum for a second.
No, she did say powder.
Of course
She
she
did say
did.
white powder.
I didn't even hear. Like all I heard was white stuff, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
I wasn't even done with my story.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I just had to say it about the. I just had to
And
say
then-
the thing about the cocaine
And
thing.
then,
It was funny.
my friend's like, what's dying? What's like die? And I'm like, I think I like sleep. And they're like, oh, you're going to sleep. You're going to have a nap. That's fine. And I'm like, that's not too bad. Let's go on the fucking scooter. So I go on the scooter. I go back and forward. And, like, obviously, when you go back and forward, up and down a ramp, your stomach goes like, right? So, like, obviously, like the powder mixed in with my food and, like, my intestines and shit. So then my stomach's, like, hurting. And I'm like, at the time, my teacher was called Miss Guy, I think. And I was like, hey, Miss, I really need to go to the toilet, please. I feel like I'm sick. And she's like, oh, you'll be fine. There's only like 2 minutes left of playtime. Why can't you go then? And I'm like, but I really need to go now. So she's like, no, it's fine. So you run around a bit. I throw up. And many years later, I'm still alive. I puked it all out. I come back down because I am now a buddy, so I like help out the little kids, find a friend, play with them and stuff. Not like in a pedo-ish way. I was like 10, and I like help them out. I give them toys. I let them play. So I go down to the like small little yard that I used to be in. I go to a corner where a kid is sitting, And I told him to get up, and there was...
Repeat that, you're lagging again.
Yeah,
I said, where did it cut off? Like
you told the kid to stand up. You told the kid to stand up.
Oh, I told the kid to stand up, and basically what was there was a dried puke patch. And I feel like it was mine.
Bro.
I feel like it was mine. So that kid was sitting where I was puking.
Years ago.
Years ago. Absolute years ago.
I don't know why that also reminds me of another thing. Dried puke patch reminds me of something. It really shouldn't, but it does.
There was so many dried puke patches in that school, I swear to God. I moved up to year 3. No, I moved up to year 3. So I was in like the middle yard where there's like cool apparatus where you could like swing and you could like hop on little things. And a kid was sick there years ago. And I walk up to the canteen, which is like where you get your food and stuff for people who don't know what the fuck a canteen is. And there's like a red patch, and I'm like, Miss, what is this red patch? Most of the teachers were female. Why? I don't know. But I'm like, what is that red patch? And she's like, oh, don't worry, somebody was just a little bit...
Holy shit, Livy, you're lagging like crazy.
Okay, well then I'll just leave. Okay, I went to the canteen and there was sick.
Oh. That was like a little frame skip.
It went from Livy's fucking mouth being all in the cam to her deadpan face just staring at us from a distance.
Man, if anyone has seen Breaking Bad, you guys must know about Gus Fring. That shit was
Gus. Yo, Gussie, sussy, what did you say?
Okay, I'll just leave then. I told my story.
Hey, your story was amazing.
It was funny.
If I'm lagging,
let's go.
I'd rather not like be here and be lagging. So I'm doing it again. I'm sorry.
So dumb, and I love it. I just love that. That's amazing. That's so stupid. I love it.
That's gonna be my goodnight song to her from now on.
Anyway, I wanted to talk about the puke patch.
Uh-oh, do you have a story?
It's a very short one, but it's like I thought it was funny back in the day, and I still do. So I was like back in the day when I was in like high school, like maybe fucking like when I was I don't know what high school in other countries, but like I was maybe like 15, 16. It's not that long ago, but I went to like after like school and shit. I went to like in the evening. I went to something like called Pen and Paper, so with Dungeons and Dragons and shit, and that shit, and we just like chilled there. But we also we stayed for a long time, so we ordered food out. I got like some like fatty food. Remember on my way home, we were nearly home. I was like, my dad was driving. I was like, Dad, I feel really, really sick. Like absolutely horrible. I need to. So he just pulled over, and I remember on this bush. It was in the winter, so like no leaves, so you could see everything. I just remember like puking all over this bush. And then going home as if nothing happened. But I remember like weeks later, the fucking puke was still on this fucking bush, bro. Like even weeks, maybe even a month after, I still see like splashes of my fucking vomit on this bush.
Oh my god.
It was nasty. It was nasty. I don't even know how it can stay that long.
Wow.
But that's about it.
Well,
Adam also had like a story about something, I remember.
Oh yeah. No, it was another thing about puke. I know this is a very
such a nasty topic we're on, bro.
So yeah, back in like 2008, yeah, I was like 6 back in 2008, and my family and I went to Hawaii.
Sorry,
what?
Continue.
Wait, what?
You're old as fuck.
I was 6 in 2008. Yeah, and you were like pre-fetus at the time.
No, I was 3, bro.
I know, I'm kidding. Jesus Christ. No, but But anyways, so we were in Hawaii, and it was like a really nice hotel, and then there was a random part that was, it mimicked a beach, like it was like an infinity pool, but it had sand instead of cement. And I had some friends over there, and we all thought it would be funny if I just drank a ton of the water. Yeah, I legit probably drank like half a gallon of it in total. And then in the middle of the night, like I went through the whole day feeling fine. And then randomly in the middle of the night, I woke up, and like not even a second after I woke up, I just started projectile vomiting everywhere. And we had to call like the cleaning people to come in the middle of the night to fix it.
Damn.
Wait, what did you drink again? I kind of zoned out. What did you drink?
It was like half a gallon of pool water.
What the fuck, man? I mean, I did it on accident because I was diving, but you just straight.
I did it on.
Yeah, you did it on purpose, you fucking idiot. You just go like, I'm thirsty, big slurpee.
I was a very
I'm sorry.
curious kid, dude.
How does 1 milliliter not even disgust you though?
It tastes
again, I was a
awful.
little kid. It didn't taste the best, but I didn't really notice anything super bad about it.
Bro, he was
There was
swallowing.
also bits of sand in it too, so.
He was swallowing most of the pool that it's like so bad. He wanted to be the pool like Kirby.
I wanted to be like Aquaman or fucking stupid shit.
Oh man. Does it okay? All right, now I want to shift the topic of like pool stuff. Does anyone?
Please.
Okay. Is there anyone that goes through this? Basically, generally have terrible like placebo effects. Like I'm saying, like when you're like working on something that's like an instruction manual, or there's a sign out there for something, or anything that is written on a fine print or anything that tells you, oh, if you do this, this is what's going to happen to you. And by the time you've already read that, you have done it maybe 3 or 4 times. This has happened to me. I'm going to start with this so you guys can better understand the question. I was setting up, it was like a fiber optics box for like my Wi-Fi. I was just like plugging it into the living room to see if the Wi-Fi, is working, if the subscription had just started since we're in the new place now. And so there's the cables. I guess it's like the power, just the power cable, some other cable that doesn't really matter, I think. And then there's a fiber optics cable. Now, does anyone know the dangers of a fiber optics cable?
No.
Okay. If you look into the end of a fiber optics cable while it is plugged in from one end and not to another, if you look into it, or if you even if you even look at the cable, there will be serious damage done to your eyes. Now let me explain why. Because fiber optics is literally a tiny ass laser that cannot be seen at the naked eye. But however, point that laser at somebody's eyes, that shit is literally going to turn them blind. So I looked into that cable maybe 3 or 4 times. And that was like a few weeks ago. So I thought I was literally going to go blind, like as I was about to move into a new place. So
I mean, I can't even call you an idiot or a dumbass, because I would have done the same, bro, because it isn't completely obvious.
Yeah, it's like ultraviolet lasers are some of the strongest lasers, and you can't see them.
Yeah,
because the ultraviolet shit is like, it simulates like, what is it, like sunlight and shit.
Ultraviolet is like, it's on the spectrum of colors that we can't see.
Yeah, but this is like fiber optics. So fiber optics is even like fucking like, this is like top of the line. Like you go blind.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I mean, I see fine. Like I was even doing a fucking reading test. Like when you go to eye doctor, they tell you to read these little letters and shit from far away. I was doing that with my phone. Yeah. I was scared shitless. I was like, you know what? I'm giving it 24 hours. If at the 24 hours I don't go blind, I'll be fine. But for now, I'm scared shitless. A few weeks later, I'm fine. I got a good vision. Like matter of fact, like I think I probably see better now, but don't try it at home. Don't look into a fucking fiber optics cable, you fucking weirdos. But has anyone had this like sort of placebo effect? Like I have other stories related to placebo effect, but has anyone had one like similar?
Trying to remember if I have
DIY
one.
laser eye surgery.
Laser eye surgery, what?
DIY laser eye surgery.
I just looked it up, and it does check out. It says never look directly into the end of a fiber optic cable. You won't see anything even if the cable is live, but the invisible infrared light could still do damage to your eyes.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
this is like
So-
top of the line laser stuff. It's dangerous.
So it's basically like looking at the sun, right?
Bro, this is like looking... No, bro.
It's like looking at the sun, but it's specifically concentrated to look you in the eyes. It's as if the sun is looking back at you.
This is like looking at the sun with 2 telescopes at once.
Connected to a magnifying glass.
Now, granted, the damage is really only done if you've looked into it for like a whole minute straight. But knowing the danger, I still kind of looked into it for like a second or two, but I was still scared because even if you don't look into the end, you still see the well, you still know that the laser is pointing in another direction. You still basically acknowledge that the laser is there, even though you don't see it. You just know that it's there. So it's basically in your vision, but it's not like it's in your vision, but you can't see it. Yeah, it's terrible for anyone who has gone through this shit, but I mean, I think I'll be fine.
I mean, since you're...
Did you feel like anything? Like, did you feel like a sting in your eye or anything?
Any strain or anything?
I mean, if you're here talking about it, you're probably fine.
I had a headache, but I think that was really just a placebo effect.
I'm pretty sure that wouldn't, like, optics cable or a laser wouldn't give you any delayed kind of blind. I think it would be pretty much in the moment, go blind.
That's not entirely what I read, because I mean, our eyes still have some kind of resistance. So the reason why it would be delayed is like the resistance has been kind of like breached or something. You know what I mean? Like the eyes still have some kind of resistance or some shield against any like thin lasers. So you should never look at like an eclipse or something like that without any like glasses or equipment or anything, because the eclipse will literally break through that shield and fuck up your retina. So
I've looked into an eclipse before.
Seriously?
I have actually, without protection. Not for long though, because it still feels as if you're looking at the sun. But I've looked directly at an eclipse. Yes.
I couldn't even enjoy the last solar eclipse that my town had because, like, I had gotten my wisdom teeth out like earlier that day.
Man,
but I was only looking at it for like I think a second or two.
I feel like I should record a time lapse video the next time like an eclipse is announced or something like that, so that I could like witness it while I'm asleep. I think it would be dope. Just imagine waking up to like a video on your phone of like an eclipse that literally just happened. I mean,
yeah, I remember that was a huge thing. Like the last solar eclipse around me, people had their eyes like completely red because they looked at the solar eclipse and like destroyed their retinas.
It's dangerous, but people don't realize that shit.
You still need to use like sunglasses and shit. You're still looking at the fucking sun, bro.
Yeah, just because it's not as bright doesn't mean it's not bright.
Can't you use sunglasses as protection?
No, sunglasses aren't even sufficient protection. You have to use like super special sunglasses.
They have to be toned in a different way as well. Like
they have to be like much darker. It's like, you know, the helmet that you put on when you're welding so the arcs don't hurt your eyes.
Oh yeah.
I would imagine like not quite that insane, but something of like a similar strength, I would imagine.
But like
the super sunglasses.
You'd be surprised though, because these eclipse glasses are literally made of paper. It's like a very thin satin, darker tone.
I mean, it makes
sense. Paper, like
it makes sense. It's only for that one purpose, right?
Yeah.
So like the manufacturing is like very low quality. still works.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, apparently there will be. Oh, the next annular total solar eclipse will be in October 14th, 2023.
Oh, next year. I'm curious about when the next blood moon. I witnessed the blood moon. They're really.
Ooh, the next and last lunar eclipse of the year will take place on November 8th, 2022. I definitely want to see that.
The next one. Ooh, yeah, November 8th. That is the next blood moon.
Wait. There's the blood moon?
Yeah, and on November 8th this year.
What? No, I thought...
The next one will take place on November 8th, 2022. Oh, but it will be visible in at least partially from Asia, Australia, North America, parts of Northern and Eastern Europe, Arctic, and most of South America.
I thought the blood moon was every 15 years. What happened to that? What? No. I'm
the
confused.
cause of the red coloring is just the way in which light scatters and we see it as human. Blood moons happen about twice a year.
Twice a year? Somebody...
While this may be exciting to most, you may not be able to see the blood moon.
I've seen it before. I've seen it in 2018.
I did as well back in 2018 or 17. I was in Copenhagen at that time. I looked out of my hotel room and I just saw this blood red moon.
It probably depends on where in the world you are. So you'll be able to see it.
Most definitely.
I thought it was every 15 years. The worst part about that is that while I saw it, we were driving and my phone was out of battery and I couldn't even pull up a photo in time. I couldn't even take a photo, and I was so sad that I
am begging that I still have a picture, though I'm pretty sure I don't. I don't. That sucks.
It's so sad, bro, because this is stuff that you want to immortalize forever.
Because it's maybe something we'll not see very frequently, not once in a lifetime. I don't.
Yeah, you can't see that shit in a hurry,
Yeah, it's maybe once every couple of years you'll be able to see.
Yeah, but bro, if you're telling me that there's a blood moon on the 8th of November.
Yeah, November 8th.
That's where I saw the lunar eclipse. So, I don't know now.
Next lunar eclipse.
But I'm gonna...
No, for me, I just searched it up. It's March 14th, 2025. It's the next lunar eclipse.
What the fuck? Bro. No, because we just saw the same thing. The total lunar eclipse will be visible at least partially from Asia, Australia.
When's the next lunar eclipse? It does say November 8th. I'm confused.
So what? The blood moon is a lunar eclipse?
Maybe? I don't know.
I just farted, sorry. But
I could actually hear that.
Sorry.
Nasty, man.
I'm sorry. I just didn't want that to be passed on and people be like, oh god, bro.
When is the next total lunar eclipse? Oh, it does say lunar eclipse, quote, blood moon.
That's crazy. So I've basically looked at an eclipse.
Yes.
Damn. But it was so weird. It was red, red like my hoodie. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've seen it as well. It is
But I've only seen it
red.
Bro, I've only seen it for 3 seconds. Only for 3 seconds. I was so sad.
I stared at it for minutes on end. It was really pretty.
Yeah, so I guess it's fine to look at a lunar eclipse, but don't look into a solar eclipse. That shit was
because the moon is just
don't look at. How about that's a better way of putting it?
You can look at the moon, right? There's nothing different. The moon, it's just how it shines on the moon. It's still the reason we're able to see the moon is because the sun, right? It's because of the sun that we were able to see the moon. The moon isn't actually glowing.
Well,
that's why we have so many moon phases. Why there's so many different ways.
Yeah. No, you're right, because sunset, the sun travels around the Earth, right? No, the Earth travels around the sun.
Yeah, and the moon travels around us.
Yeah. But but at a different, I guess, direction or something like that. So the sun basically shines on Earth, but in a different way, at a different angle, so that the moon can also be visible, I guess.
It's just the way
But then again, you
it's
could
like
still
aligned with
Yeah.
the moon, the sunlight, and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's probably why you can also see the sun like during or the moon during daytime.
Yeah, like when
It's
the sun is
trippy.
about to go down. Yeah, it is trippy. Like
Like
in
I see that in
summer,
the
you can.
mornings.
Yeah, and I've seen like multiple times in the summer, or actually, it wasn't. I don't know. There's like some times where I've witnessed like clear blue skies. It's like in the middle of the day, and I look at one part of the sky and I just see the moon. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing there, homie? It's not nighttime yet.
I've seen Venus like in person before.
Damn, bro, you've been to
No.
Venus?
No, I've seen the planet Venus in person.
I don't think I've seen any planet in the moon.
Oh,
Wait,
you most
like-
likely have at some point.
So funnily enough, I don't know why this is all connected to the fair. All right, I come home from the fair and I see the blood moon for 3 seconds, and then I get sad because I don't see it anymore. And then I go to the fair at night, well, at night I'd say like around like 10 p.m. or so. Like it was late because we came from dinner and then we went to the fair. I saw Venus. The reason you can see Venus is because I guess whatever direction or whatever, some places in France somehow you could see Venus. Big, well, not big. I'd say big, like the size of maybe like half of this sunflower seed, like this, right? In the distance, in the sky, glowing like goldish, like yellow, like maybe this Rubik's cube, like. So you see that in the sky. That's Venus, basically. Now, some people are able to see other planets because they got like big ass telescopes and shit, and like it's impressive. But when you see it from the naked eye, like Venus, that's rare. That is a rare thing. So I was glad to be able to see that.
I didn't know it was possible to see other planets with the naked eye.
Yeah, they look kind of like stars almost in the sky.
They look very weird. I haven't seen one personally, but like you can see like many different planets at certain times of like some years, right?
Yeah.
Well, stars are basically, I guess, little supernovas, I guess. All right, stars have already been, I guess, shattered or blown up or something like that light years away. And it's why this saying is like when you're looking into the stars, you're looking into the past, because these stars, you know, I guess they're big balls of light or something like that, or big balls of like fire, basically fire, because the sun is a star, so I'm guessing like big balls of fire. And they're just like scattering out or shattering or just going into pieces, and but like we don't see that in the naked eye because this happened, I guess, light years away, if that makes sense. I'm no astrophysicist, so I wouldn't know. I'm just trying to remember what I learned at school.
Bro, astrology is fucking, it just hits different.
Yeah, I wanted to be a doctor, but school was trying to tell me that I never really got it. So
now you're a YouTuber. Let's go. You're a musician. Let's go. This is where life brings you, man.
I call myself the mad scientist for a reason. Hey, matter of fact, today is the 3-year anniversary of the Mad Scientist song. So let's go.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years since my first like ever song in this channel has come out. So, yeah.
It's a long time, though.
Yeah. It's unbelievable the things that we have done in this channel.
Bro,
Would you ever like remake your old songs, or like try and remix them, or like something? Like, would you ever do that?
I have tried, I guess. I won't lie, I have tried. I also did post a sequel to the first Mad Scientist, only it was supposed to have 2 verses, but I broke my phone at the time because I was in a very depressive state. And the first verse was actually stored in that phone, and I didn't have access to it until about like a month after, when I got around to repairing my phone. And I guess, you know, that's how like everything happened in like Mad Scientist 2. I wanted to make a 3rd one for my Stuck in Traffic album, but that didn't really work out. I didn't like it. the way it has sounded. So, but I am announcing some stuff for like a week from now. So I'm excited about that. But old songs, I try not to think about old songs. Like, they were just good concepts that were low-key just ruined. But that's trial and error. It's nothing we can do.
I mean, you've definitely improved in your musical talent over the years.
I mean, some artists would say, like, I wish I never made this song, but, like, these are the same people that would go back and not want to do these songs. I'm glad that I made the songs that I made because, for example, a baby that learns how to walk will try to walk, but keep falling on his ass or on his face. And the baby will keep walking until eventually this baby can do a few steps. And when you see that happening for the first time, you're like, holy shit, this is the start of a new beginning type shit. So it's kind of how it is with my music. I make songs consistently. I start to think they're amazing, and then a couple months down the line, I think they're absolute garbage. It's how it is. You continue to do the same thing, keep showing up. You'll eventually improve. And if you don't see any results, keep showing up. If you're not feeling like it, keep showing up. If you feel like this is not for you, keep showing up. You will only see results if you keep showing up. It's true.
Yeah, exactly. And those are words that I want to live by, which is an announcement to my show. I bought some video equipment for my show, so I hope by next week I will have the whole set ready for it.
What day did you say? October 11th?
Yes, October 11th.
Oh shit! So that means me and Livy are not going to be together for the return episode, but we will be there. After that, because I'll be there, I guess, from the 15th to the 6th. So it'll be exciting. But
always remember that Tuesdays and Fridays. So So after that, it'd be the 14th would be the next episode. So,
bro, I'm so excited. Listen. What I'm hoping is that you apply everything we've talked about, like not just me, but you talked. We've had back and forths about your show.
Yes.
And all I have been so far is just the guy that says, like, yo, get on your shit, get your shit done, get it done, and do it the right way. So I'm hoping, some sort of order will be restored with your show, and that people stop fucking with you, stop taking you for some guy that just doesn't do shit. I'll be looking around, all right, and I'll be trying to tell you, what's up, I guess, after the episodes, if you care to take my opinion, I guess. I mean, it's really all your decision, your show at the end of the day, but I want to make sure you kick this off in the best way you can possible and really apply everything you told me, because once you have gotten that, you need to have the leader's mindset. The only reason the podcast is still going is because of what I'm saying right now, this leader's mindset. The reason that, no offense, Cobra, eCast did not work is because no one there was no leader. We were 3 people, completely impartial, that had to make decisions adapted to people's preferences that were in the team. The difference between eCast and the Loophole Podcast now is that since I'm the one running shit, no offense to anybody else, I mean, if you were the one running shit, I imagine you would also try to make it function as well, and same with eCrystal. if the responsibility was down to one of you, I think you would be able to do it correctly. But since I'm running shit, I know that I have control over this. Sometimes I feel like I don't have control over this, and I feel like, maybe a re-recording of the episode would be appropriate sometimes. It's only happened 3 times. But, there are good episodes, there are bad episodes. That's always going to happen. But the number one thing that people need to remember is that you are the star of your own show.
Yeah.
Now, just like I am the star of my own show, which that sounds super fucking delusional coming from my part, because I got, a team of amazing hosts and social media manager and some homies that are literally taking time out of their day to just vibe with me. Everybody has a platform, everybody has a floor, and I'm so glad to actually put this together for everybody. What I did to change the way the podcast is approached is the best thing that I have ever done to this podcast. Just having homies, come on anytime they want. It's how it is, man. It's like family, but not really.
The most important thing for me, I'm keeping a plan book. I have an empty notebook. I haven't put anything into it yet. But as the show's gonna go along, I'm going to write everything that I want in every single episode, like plans for what's happening in this episode or that episode, what goes on. It's I want it to be where it has a mixture of both the old and the new, because I know that some of the old people that used to watch the stuff, some of the older viewers of the show still still want it to be how it was before, and that's why I want to mix some of the old concepts with the new concepts, because I feel like it'd be the best way for it to flow. And I was thinking about maybe having it be where there'd be two types of shows as one, two different type of brands in a way. I'm not going to go too much into detail about that, because I want to explain that all in the first episode. But it's something that I've kept in my mind for a while, and I'm going to try and make sure that I can apply it the best I can.
Damn straight. But listen, you'll definitely get it to work. Not only that, you need to make sure that after every episode you ask yourself, yo, did I actually get what I wanted from this? And remember how badly you want it. All right. It all comes down to this. It all comes down to how bad you want it. And once you, I guess, make peace with yourself in terms of that, you'll start going harder by the minute. And by every episode, you're going to apply everything that you want to apply, just based on how badly you want this show to, I guess, go somewhere. And by mixing old with new, I'm hoping by old you mean the therapeutic feel, the I don't know, this feel, when you're just vibing in the evening with just some people, and with someone hosting this whole entire thing, this therapeutic feel that I guess that I've felt along with other people. It would be something interesting for you to implement back in. I'm just hoping this is not going to be a platform for people to just beef or some shit. But also, what I'm hoping for you to see, I want to see you exploding with enthusiasm when you're starting off the show. I don't want to see no more of that. Listen, I never told you about this before, all right? But this is just from memory. And I want that to get out of your fucking head. All right, listen. I don't want to see no more like, hello, my name is Jelani Muna. And welcome to the Jelani Muna Show. I want to see you get excited. I want to see you go like, hello, my name is Jelani Muna. And welcome to, like I want to see you move. I want to, like, bro, you kind of look like you're doing like a school presentation, man. Come on.
Yes, I know. Part of the reason was because I didn't want to be too loud, but I bought some soundproof foam so that the noise won't be as loud.
You're probably not going to need a green screen.
Well, what I wanted it to be was I wanted it to be where I could have like a you know those like in a professional like photography, like they have that like white background and everything. I wanted it to be where I could use like lights around it so that I could change the color of it. So instead of it being only green or anything, I could change it to be like red or green or blue or whatever color I wanted it to be. And that's going to be something that's going to be very important for the show as it goes on.
It's gonna be like insane, like just seeing you in some like studio, like, bro. I don't know what you got planned, but you seem like you got some master plan, and I'm hoping that this just is worth it. But
yeah, I bought a whole lot of equipment. I bought like $600 of worth of equipment.
Hell yeah, bro.
My budget was 1,000, so I'm just hoping that. So I'm investing like pretty hard on this because my main goal for this is to be able to make a profit off of this, be able to at least make it to where I can earn some sort of income of it from it, so that I can do it and I can keep on doing it. It'll get me somewhere. It'll get me more opportunities out there.
Listen, you're all about therapy, right?
Yeah.
Do something that you have never done with the show before. All right, listen. This is something that you have never done before, and I don't understand why. Since you are all about this cause, start a nonprofit. It can be any nonprofit organization. All right, listen. This is basically what I did last year, which I'm planning to do again next year. Listen, start something nonprofit. Be the voice for something that you want to pass on to people. You want to be one of the voices of something that touches people's hearts in a way. Mine is mental health awareness and suicide prevention. Those are the two causes that really are the closest to me. If you have any cause yourself that you want to push forward to people, it could also be mental health awareness. I'm not like, that's not copying me. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even mind if you did it. I think that would be something amazing if you went with mental health awareness as well. But it could be anything, bro. It could be cancer research. It could be, homeless, people, world hunger. It could be, I don't know, just living conditions, or seriously anything. Why don't you add to the Jelani Muna Show? You can turn this nonprofit into anything. Seriously, think of something you want to sell. It could be stickers. It could be, I don't know, like a backpack. Look, you could also maybe dive deep into the whole clothing scene again. You know what I mean? Something that's connected to your show, but is also the mantra for your everyday life and for hopefully other people's everyday lives. You need something that, like, you can pin it to your comments. You can, if you ever do branch out to other platforms, which is something I hope you do once you're fully integrated in this. Bro, you're all about therapy. You're all about hope, giving people hope, I guess, in the world in a sense, and really encouraging others to hang in there and say whatever people want on their minds. Bro,
Yeah.
you ever heard about Movember?
Yes, I have. No shave.
Yeah, Movember. Those who, I guess the foundation of like Movember or something like that is much less about the no shaving part. I mean, it is a huge part of like
It's about isn't it about like men's mental health? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about opening up. You and your show, you have the greatest example about opening up. Why don't you capitalize on that? Listen, this is purely advice. This is not like anything I'm telling you. Like, I'm not, forcing it down your throat, but I'm just saying this is something you could do to get an audience that goes like, yo, Jelani Muna is a great voice for this cause that I care about a lot. And I'm not asking you to like look for one, all right? Look for a cause, because come on, like, just imagine like doing research on like, oh, a cause that people should care about, going down the list. Maybe not cancer. Like, no, don't do that, bro. Just think about something in the back of your head, bro. You must have something in the back of your head that you feel maybe like is unfair for people to live through, or that maybe with the help of just being together or uniting or whatever, we can find something to combat, whatever your cause is.
It's something I could say about that. It's good to have a cause for sure, but I think it's much better if the cause is more suited to like what hits home for you.
Yeah.
Because then you'll kind of try harder when it comes to like, telling people about the cause. Your
cause, like, you will only find a cause based on what comes out of your heart, essentially. This is a cause, like, this is not something to take lightly, Some people, do these charity streams, and I'm, specifically talking about people who did charity streams after Technoblade died. They did charity streams for sarcoma. I bet they did not know what sarcoma was before Technoblade died. I'm going to say it right here. I bet people did not know the severity of sarcoma or cancer or whatever. I bet they did not care about the cause and the audience that comes out of this cause or whatever before Technoblade died. They would have done a charity stream before Technoblade died. And this is an example. They would have cared about suicide prevention before Etika died. They would have cared about mental health awareness before Basherverse disappeared from YouTube.
Yeah.
This is the cold hard truth. You need something that comes out of the heart that is fucked up, that people have to live with, but you want to be a voice of, like, combating this type of stuff. To I guess dive like further into this, do you have a cause? Like, do you have something that you want to pass on to people?
Not really. I wasn't really thinking much about any causes or anything coming into the show and everything. But I do want, people to be more motivated in doing what they want to do. Like when it comes to social media, for others to be able to be more comfortable in the content that they make. Because I'm always proud of people that are able to try to do what they can do on social media and make it big out there. So I don't know if there's a name of a cause for that, but I guess motivation would be.
Yeah and no. Yeah, in the sense where it's like, I mean, we're talking about self-confidence, right? We're talking about self-awareness and confidence and motivation and I guess discipline for those who, because those who are obsessed with whatever they want to do, like I'm obsessed with the idea of me doing YouTube full time. I'm obsessed with it. I'm not motivated. I'm obsessed. I want to discipline myself into this lifestyle, I guess. Same with boxers. Boxers, they're not motivated to box. They are disciplined to box. They are, in it for the art of fighting, for example. Same with rappers, I guess. They are disciplined to, commit to, I guess, the art of hip hop and, and everything. It's if you're obsessed with it, that totally beats talent. That's part of hard work as well. Going back to your point though, that kind of just falls under mental health awareness in a way, but it's not like a direct thing. I mean, there's a bit of body positivity, I guess, a little bit, but that term is very delicate nowadays. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, even outside of the show, just don't think about it. Like, don't think about the show right now. There's got to be something like, and even if you can't think of one, that's completely fine. All right. I don't think any differently of you if you don't know of anything that really, like, you could be a voice for. But outside of the show, just think about everyday life, what you walk around and see around you every day, the environment that you're in, or anything. Is there something like out there that you want to be done differently, or you want to be the voice for?
There's not really much that I can really think about. The reason is because there's like I haven't really thought of that yet. I haven't really gone into that yet when it came to doing everything. So I wasn't really never really thought about it. But I know that there'll probably be something that'll come towards me once I do what I want to do and everything like that. See where I can go with that.
That is a good answer. I'll tell you why. Because life experiences, all right, will maybe help you towards finding your cause. That it's true. I know this from experience. Duh. But experience will help you find a true cause, and this true cause will help you be the voice for this true cause. And you'll find you'll find it when, I guess, you listen to your heart type thing. When you're by yourself, just vibing by yourself, and I don't know, sometimes you can get in your feels, or you can feel like you're struggling like a motherfucker, right? But yeah, there's got to be some life experiences, all of us here, all right, not just you, Jelani, but maybe also Cobra and Adam, that some life experiences that maybe you wouldn't want anyone else to go through, type thing. Like we must all have that one thing that we don't want anybody else to go through.
Yeah.
So if you don't know yet, maybe it is good that you don't know yet, but you will eventually know as you experience things, I guess. And it's exciting. Yeah. It's very exciting when you look at it from the outside. But when it's from the inside, it's, depending on what it is, it might be terrible, it might be insurmountable, or it might be okay. You might just turn out fine, you know what I mean? But when you take a step back and think about it, it's going to be a cause that is going to be stuck to you almost. If therapy is really what you're going for here, it would be amazing for you to capitalize on something that you don't want to profit off of, but you want to provide for these people, type thing. I don't know if I'm making sense or if I'm just sounding like a forceful dick, but like
You are making sense. I do understand what you're saying.
yeah.
But it's just I haven't really thought ahead to any of that. So that's why I don't really have that much of an answer.
Livy, I'll check what percentage my phone is. Keep going, Jelani. I'm listening.
Yeah, but it's just that there's so many causes and everything that it's very hard for me to pick just one, really. And I mean, I don't know how the direction of everything's gonna go. You know, there's multiple directions that the show can go, and I don't want it to be where I have a cause, based on the show. Because I want the show to change a lot. I want it to be where it can go to different places. It could go to many different places. There could be many things done with it. And I feel like if I have only one cause for it, then it might kind of keep it all in one place. And I want it to be where it can be fluid. Like it could travel wherever it wants to go, or wherever I want it to go to.
Yeah,
Because this is yeah. Especially when like other people are joining her and everything. That's how I feel like it's gonna have to go. It's not gonna be like, I know there's gonna be sometimes it's not gonna be as consistent. There's gonna be a whole lot of plans. That's why I want to keep a plan book for it.
yeah, totally.
If there's any change in plans or anything, I could keep that on track.
Yeah, I totally get you. It like this whole like idea of like a non-profit or charity or whatever, it's not necessarily meant to be the engine based on what your show is going to run on. You are the engine that your show is going to run on. So, really, like, the show is going to be, I guess, a promoter, in one way for whatever you want to promote. But essentially,
Yeah.
the content of your show is going to be like however you want it to be. Like the podcast here is literally just anything. We interview people. We want to be one of the sources where people can just get to know, public figures better, yada yada yada, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
My personal cause is mental health awareness. I want people to have a voice, really open up about their feelings, because some people don't get to open up about their feelings. They stay reserved to themselves, and they end up inflicting some real harm to themselves, permanent damage. But that doesn't really that doesn't change the direction of my content per se. You know what I mean? It's something I'm promoting.
Yeah, I know.
That's for sure. But
Yeah.
it's not the engine based on how the whole thing runs, basically. But that's something like, I'm just bringing that idea up with you, hoping maybe you'll think about it or so. But it's not something that I'm like. It's not an answer that I'm trying to get out to you as fast as possible. If you don't have one already, you can't come up with it just like that. Experience is going to help you with that. Life is going to sort of direct you through something that maybe you want to mention to people, I guess. I guess going further into it, I mean, maybe like Cobra or Adam, like maybe one of you guys got something that you want to, I guess, push forward in a sense. I guess, I don't know.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not anything that like comes to mind. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I sit down and maybe think about it, there might be something.
Yeah, like I said, it's something that like really experience is only gonna get that out of you. Maybe Adam.
Well, I mean, definitely mental health would be one of them, but also cancer, I would say.
Mm.
Like, my mom had tonsil cancer back in 2014, and that kind of fucked me up. So I don't want anybody to go through either the cancer or seeing somebody that they love go through it.
Yeah, man, cancer is a bitch.
It really fucking is.
Man.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like,
sucks.
seriously, it fucks you up even if it's not the one, even if you're not the one that has it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Even
happy
just
that my
having-
mom barely remembers the whole thing, but my God.
Mm. Bro, I mean, I'm watching Breaking Bad right now, and I'm not done with it just yet. I'm only like in the middle of season 3, but what it's really teaching me is that the moment you know you have this disease that maybe isn't like inoperable, you want to do something to make sure you provide for your family even after you check out. You know what I mean? And the way that this story is written of Breaking Bad at the moment, all right, that, you know, Walter just wants to make, you know, some money to leave for his family when he checks out. Like, it's I guess immoral of him because of, you know, his methods, but you know, that's a man right here. That's a man. He wants to provide for his family, especially, you know, leave behind something that is going to help the family and not, you know, dip it, you know, in the mud or anything. So anyways, all that to say, like, bro, like, you know, finding out you have some terminal disease that's just gonna like fucking kill you is like, makes you think about like, yo, I want to do something, I want to make a difference or something like that before I check out. And that's how I see it.
Completely takes your like light shit and flips it on its head.
You're cut, like you're cutting in and out, Cobra.
Oh damn. I'm saying like that type of shit just makes your like having your mentality about life, it flips it on its head when you like get that kind of reality check.
Or
And also,
go ahead, Adam.
oh, I was just gonna say with the cancer thing, and then Scott too. You know what he had to deal with.
Yeah, but I mean that's probably not been publicized, so we're not gonna get into
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no, I know. That's why I didn't say specifically,
Yeah.
and I wasn't going to. So.
Yeah, I just it's all good, man. But or any like near death experience. Like some of y'all must have like almost died or something doing something, or I don't know what it is, all right, but you know, we all have one near death experience that like just changes everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like my mom had that, and now she's like just going around like just like she wants to make the most out of life, so it's definitely normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, something I saw like even in the show Lucifer, where you know, there was somebody that was, I guess, shot and then brought back to life, and then now he's like obsessed with life, that he just wants nothing but life and doesn't want to go back to hell. That's not really a spoiler, that's just like one part of the story, but it's all interesting, really. Y'all just got to make the most out of like everything you got. Seriously, don't take anything for granted, homies.
No, because you don't know when you're gonna tap out.
Seriously, yeah.
That's the sad truth. That's just how it is.
Yeah. So I'm making the most out of like everything I got. Seriously. You know, for some time this server was not alive. All right, the server did not have anybody in it. Well, I mean, it had a bunch of people in it, but nobody was actually like actively, you know, engaging in it.
Pretty much a dead server.
Yeah, dead server. So when I realized that, you know, after this stream that we did, that like we can actually get some people still going on again and VCing again, like now I don't want that to go away. Seriously, I don't want that to go away, because like, look how much fun we're fucking having here, guys. Like, come on. Like, there's not one VC where we're like, yo, maybe this was a bad idea. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's all mostly positive. It like, why would it just stop? You know what I mean? But then again, like, you know, we grow older and then we start to part ways. That's kind of how it is with like friends and shit. But it was like that for a little moment because, you know, we were all doing our lives and shit. But I was like, why don't I just like make the most out of like all of my friends? Like, come on, like, you know, we're all gonna be doing our own thing. Why don't we like actually, you know, we're all going through the same struggle of the world and everything. So why don't we actually get like, we're in this together, basically.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make sense not to like, you know, just make the most out of like the fun times. I mean,
While we still have them, because eventually everybody will move on.
I mean, we're all gonna be fucking.
That sounds.
Yeah, we're all gonna be married and have kids and shit. We're probably not gonna be like.
Yeah. Yeah, let's be honest. We're not gonna sit here
Especially-
until we're maybe like 30 or something. To be honest.
Bro, I mean, all of that only depends if, you know, y'all are down to be like my fucking family friends. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like when me and Livy have kids or some shit. And then
As long as I'm an uncle, I'm all good with that.
yeah. Well, I mean, don't be the.
As long as I'm just that. Yeah, as long as you're not that uncle.
Yeah, as long as I'm not like the inappropriate, creepy, secretly.
Yeah, don't be like Rev.
Don't.
Yeah, no.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
I'm gonna be
That's
that
some
uncle that
shots
invites
fired.
LOD to every barbecue.
He doesn't even know LOD.
Oh, that's an entirely different can of worms.
Oh, bro. Man. Oh, bro.
That would
No,
be
but-
messed up.
It would be funny though, like if all four of us, right, you know, we were doing our own thing, all right. But it's so difficult because we're international. Yeah, international.
Yeah,
I was like coming
extremely
up,
national.
I was coming up with like a name for like inter-country. Yes.
Yes, brain do many work.
Yeah, so we're international, all right, and it would still be dope if we had contact. That's the thing. Like, bro, maybe like one day we should just start to like exchange phone numbers and shit. Like just like
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
if-
like I have.
you can
I
have my
almost
phone
every Social
number.
media you have.
yeah
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could just like add each other. I mean, Discord is one way.
yeah
You know, you can just call international
yeah.
problems.
Or WhatsApp works a lot better because it doesn't actually use your phone number.
I mean, Discord doesn't either.
Yeah, but I mean like WhatsApp is like closer to I guess like the
An actual like calling
Yeah.
thing.
like an actual like phone thing. Because imagine, because there's a lot of people that I met on Discord that were incredible people that I no longer can speak to because now like, I mean like Rev was okay. Sorry, yeah, like Rev was okay. I'd like to talk with him again one day, but you know it's one of those things where it's like years later, I have no contact with this dude whatsoever. And I don't want that to happen with both of you guys or with Jelani or with E Crystal or with Scott or anybody, you know, years down the line when we're doing our own thing.
I mean,
You
let's
know,
be honest.
with-
The
with
lack
you-
of having mutual interests, like someday you're just gonna like have different interests and things you want to do, and that just like if you have friends because of mutual interests, when those interests disappear, so does contact. We'll have a lack of things to do, talk about together, and just general activities. So you just like, even if you sit there and talk with somebody, you're just gonna sit there and like a quiet call without even talking because there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, I can't even count how many times, like Loopie and Cobra, I've gone without talking to you guys for months, and then I come back and it's like nothing's different because none of our interests ever change.
No, it's been
Yeah.
it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years, Adam.
Yeah, it's legit been 2 years since we've
I think
actually
it's
talked.
I think
And
it's
then,
just like
you know, like a month ago we started talking again, and I'm like completely back into this group.
Yeah.
I think for me and you, I think it was just a lack of mutual interests and shit. Just having a small falling out in that way.
We did
I
have,
think-
we did have a falling out based on like things that happened, which I mean we were kids, all right. You know,
I mean that's not the falling out one that I was talking about. That was even before that.
oh for real?
Where it was. I think it was just like a lack of talk about and lack of mutual
Well,
thing.
Not exactly, because I was grounded a lot. Like Like I was.
Oh yeah, there's
yeah.
that as well.
No, I was grounded a lot. They knew I was loopy, and then they fucking, took me off the face of internet. And I'm glad they did that because, I was a dickhead. All right.
Yeah. Motherfucker needs some discipline.
But I'd say after the whole ED thing, I'd say after that, there was a little bit of falling out. We would be calling maybe like once or twice a year from like 2019 to.
That's how it was with most of my like old. And so that was like not just you, that was Scott and also Adam. Adam even more rare than anyone.
Yeah.
I think
had
you
some stuff going on for
yeah. You had a lot of back in the day. You had a lot of mental issues, which I'm like. It seems like it's gotten a lot better, which like makes me very happy.
Yeah, I've definitely gotten better. Less like trigger warning, like a lot less suicidal ideation.
Yeah, I remember talking about that.
Hey, but like I said, boys, you guys are not alone. All right, you got this dumbass right here, ready to like bring some awareness to you. No, I'm just kidding.
Ready to give me something to.
I think I was also just having a very long time, like multiple years, where I just had a lack of interest in like talking with people, like just having a general like falling out with people in general. Like I had a lot of time where I was just like not even talking to family. It was that bad.
Yeah.
Like I was getting invited to like family parties and I would decline. Like I don't
that's like what happened to me earlier this year for sure. Because like I spent about like up until around June not talking to literally anybody besides my IRL best friend.
I think that's kind of what happened to me too. Because like, I mean, like the only people I was really talking to before I started, before the whole like Loop Squad revival thing, which, like I said, is one of the best things that's happened to me. Like just like us being gathered in here, every single day is dope as hell. I love it. It's part of my daily schedule. It's amazing. But
there's always somebody here to talk to.
Yeah.
Like actually.
And it's exciting. It's exciting, definitely. But before all of that, I mean, yes, okay, I was talking with Misha, but I didn't really get and that's no offense to Misha and like the friend group or anything, all right? Like they're incredible people. They're definitely some wonderful people. Talk to Misha and his girlfriend. They are incredible people. I recently, they said they considered me as friends, even though we've been speaking like for like a year. But they're incredible like personalities. They're incredible people. They're nothing like you would think, I guess, because of like the past, with like the whole Pokemon Go shit. But they're definitely incredible people to talk to. They have so many like goals and stuff like that. It was great, but for me personally, me being in VC with them like all of the time, I was getting sort of tired of it because it wasn't as much as like me and Misha are both musicians. We were musicians in like different ways, sort of.
In your own.
Yeah, Misha wants to, I guess, have industry standard music, which there's nothing wrong with that. But me, I want to do something that's not like that's beyond the industry, you know what I mean? That doesn't even follow the rules of industry, but like pops off. That's, I guess, the only disconnect me and Misha really have. But it's not.
Do you mean like some underground shit? Maybe.
I mean underground, yeah, but that still sounds kind of like corny. Like I want to do my own thing, you know what I mean? Like just like I don't have to follow a norm as long as people are listening to the shit I put out. And the industry anyways is full of like bad people, like in the industry anyways. So me following the industry standard, knowing how people and like friends of mine, musician friends of mine, have been fooled by the industry, it's bad. Like it's almost not healthy for a lot of people, like, or a lot of artists out there. So I'm hoping, I'm hoping Misha, like he's definitely a smart person, so I know he's probably not going to fall too deep into that, but I hope it doesn't eat him. I hope it doesn't eat him alive, because it does eat people alive sometimes.
You get kind of forced into the thing where you kind of get like unwillingly influenced by the standards of the industry.
Yeah.
Even if you want to or not, you're kind of forced into it.
Yeah.
By the standards.
Big example I would give is Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, at the very beginning of her career, was amazing. Like, I would have been a fan if I found out about Billie Eilish years ago, like 2017 or something. Like, I would have been a fan. Nowadays, she does what she is told to. She speaks when only spoken to. She does not engage with her fans the same way as before. She is a puppet to Hollywood. And it's sad to see that because she was young, had a load of talent. She's 21 now or something like that. Maybe he's going to turn 22 or something like that. But she was much younger back then. She was literally just chilling and talking to fans and engaging with fans. It was incredible. And I'm not saying people who don't talk to their fans are like puppets or anything, but it's just the way that she is now approaching every cause or everything. Like, she doesn't have that friendly connection between the artist and the audience, and that is probably why she gets herself in a lot of controversy. She doesn't have a true heart-to-heart thing with her fans anymore, really. And that's what I fear with a lot of artists like today that that are currently engaging with their fans or friends.
Well, here's the thing: is that it's just how the system is. Unfortunately, is that's just how capitalism is. It gets to the point where you just are used for money, and you don't have you're just that worker. And it's sad that it's that way, but unfortunately, that's how it is.
Yeah, but listen, Jolani, I think I met you before my channel started blowing up. I think I met you like, bro, a week before I left school.
Yeah, like somewhere around like March of 2021.
Yeah,
I believe
beginning of March, somewhere there. Like, I was still friends with Izzy back then. I'm friends with Izzy again now. Like me and him are cool now. We don't actually hate each other. In fact, I offered him to be on the podcast, but he's not home. But what was I about to say? Yeah, like, people, I guess, assumed as soon as I hit 1K subscribers like very quickly at the start of 2021, like January, like as soon as January hit, boom, 1K, easy. People were being like, oh, you're definitely going to change when you start blowing up. You're definitely going to start not really caring about who's around you and shit when you blow up. And it's like, well, no, they were there when I started. They were, basically the rock on which the brand Loopie was built. So why would I really stir away from that? Why would I just disconnect myself from the people that started this? It's stupid. It's almost like, why would why would anybody do that? You know what I mean? And people have done that, and I've witnessed it myself as well. I felt it as well. I have a story, if anyone doesn't mind, I share with people that I feel like people should learn, especially if they're doing their own thing, in terms of like grinding and YouTube and stuff. If anyone doesn't mind, I share this story.
You should share it. Share it. People want to learn.
Listen, so it was 2016. It was before I met Cobra, before I met Adam, before I met literally anybody. 2016, I came up as a YouTuber. I was doing Agario videos because Agario was popping off at the time. It was a great market there.
Shit, Agario.
Yeah, Agario.
I remember that shit. Oh my god, I haven't heard of that in so long.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on, please.
Nah, don't worry, man, don't worry. So my name on YouTube back then was Agar Dylan because, I wanted to do my own thing. Like, I was just coming off of like the FIFA phase, I guess. And this is like one of many channels that I've had for many different niches or whatever, but Agario shaped me, I guess, in a different way. I had this, funnily enough, I made a friend who was Danish. His name was Christopher. And me and him, we did a little, like we did videos together. We were doing streams together. We were just playing Agario, having fun and shit. We were teaming around. It was actually enjoyable. I had around 30 subscribers. He had 31 or 32. We had the same amount of subscribers back then. What the fuck just happened? All right, I'm back. Apparently, it says I was inactive on Discord. I'm literally talking. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, we had the same amount of subscribers. We were both making videos until one day, Christopher, this little Danish YouTuber, his channel started blowing up. And when I'm talking blowing up, I'm talking maybe like about 1,000 subscribers like every 2 days or something like that. All right. It got to the point where he hit 1K like maybe 3 days after we started becoming friends. We were still a little friends, like you know, I was part of his community, right? But we were like, our friendship was slowly going away, almost like he was treating me as a fan and not a friend anymore. It got to the point where he was reaching big milestones: 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K. Now, he stopped basically talking to me. He completely cut me out. As you know, the milestones went on, he was starting to, you know, get featured on, you know, big Agario YouTubers channels. All right, like Hero and Sirius and all of that. For those who, you know, followed the Agario like scene, I guess, if anybody knows about Hero and Sirius, like they're two of the biggest YouTubers out there. With Hero, he doesn't have a YouTube channel anymore. He deleted it. Long story, but it got to the point where he reached 100K. He reached 100,000 subscribers. He got his silver play button, but by that time it was already too late. He cut off everybody that was friends with him. I made a friend of mine, you know, through this community. We were both very good friends to Christopher, but he cut us out for no reason. So his success started dipping as people lost interest into the game of Agario. He was not consistent because he lost his community. He lost everybody that truly cared about him, that truly wanted him to succeed, and surrounded himself with people who were not doing shit. Not doing shit. And what I've learned from that is that you must remember where you came from. I don't care if you're sad that a video of yours didn't reach the amount of views that you wanted it to reach. I don't care if not that many people are watching your stream right now. You must remember where you came from. If you came from a point where you started up and you were like, wait, I'm actually at the point that I am now. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh shit, not even 100 views. And then I think to myself like, yo, wait, I'm right here, right now, doing this still. I got all this stuff around me. I got all these people around me still now. It's people that are not really grateful of what they have now. And they just start cutting out people who essentially just helped start what they have now. And without these people, without me, without, you know, my friend that I made through this community, he lost most of his subscribers. He's now maybe at like 90K now. He lost a fuck ton of subscribers. And he's not making YouTube videos anymore. So, moral of the story, don't be a Christopher.
Yeah, that, I mean, I was kind of I recall something about this. Remember way back, with Scott, right? And when he beat Fexty, he got a lot of recognition. Like, I think he went from like under 1,000 to 13,000 subs or something, like 10,000 subs.
He didn't get that many subs. He was...
No, wait. It was like 3,000. For GD, that was still a huge step, though, from like under 1,000 to 3,000 in like
Especially for the time.
Exactly. And like the thing that worried me is that like not long after that milestone, he like wasn't in calls that often.
Yeah.
So that exact situation you just explained the story about, I was afraid that happened to Scott. Luckily,
True.
it didn't. I think he just like he was going through some shit. I think I remember that, or he lost interest in something.
He did also make a lot of other friends.
Exactly. Like,
but like that's
since he didn't
you
say anything.
You can't get upset over that though, because I mean, like
No.
you know, that's really toxic if you think that he.
It is really toxic.
And I'm not saying
but
you're
like,
doing that. I'm not at all saying you're doing that.
No. Like,
but I know how you feel.
The thing that was worrisome is that he didn't say anything. So we didn't know anything like to us since he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Like he went from like being in calls like fairly often to barely ever. Without and him not saying anything, so you like sit there and think, did something happen or like.
Or when he was in a call back then, I do recall this because I was in personal VCs with Scott all the time. Like I was there, you know, he's my best friend, all right? So, you know, I would, you know, call with him all the time. And unless there was really something to talk about, the calls were mostly silent. They were mostly silent. Or he would leave prematurely. But, you know, that happened, and then as time went on, he would never be in VCs like for a long time. I'm talking like maybe more than 2 years, right? And it's something that we keep forgetting, but it's like, bros, like we all got our fucking life struggles. We all got our whole like endeavors and shit. Like, bro is literally living his own life, doing his own thing, going through his own struggle. He has. You know, he has his fam to take care of. He has his girl to take care of, and he also has a job and, you know, college and all that shit. Like, that's stuff that we're going to have to do ourselves as well, for the most part. So, I mean, we can't get mad if we don't talk to like one of our homies for a long time. It's just that life, man. Life just
life happens. Like, it sounds cliche, but just life happens once you get older. Just life happens.
Life gets in the way of a lot of things.
A lot of relationships and shit.
Yeah.
It disappears. It like fades away as life takes over.
Yeah.
The reality of having to live your adult life where we are now, it takes over.
Rose.
You don't have time to go back to sit at the computer and chill with the homies for like hours.
In 3 months, I'm going to be an adult.
Sheesh.
I'm going to be an adult in 3 weeks.
Bro, you're gonna
do 3 years.
and then like
months.
2 or 3 years after that, you're gonna be a certified boomer, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, but at this point, you'll already be wrinkled as fuck, buddy.
Hell yeah, bro. I already have back
In a couple
problems.
months, I'll be a boomer, dude.
Bro, Adam, just be prepared, bro. I already have back problems, homie. Let's
Dude,
go.
I've had back problems since I was like 12. You want to talk to me about being old?
Long before time had a name.
Shut the fuck up.
You ever see that meme where it's like the baby that throws up out of both nostrils and its mouth? And it looks like
Yes. I think Cobra sent me that
so
multiple
funny.
times.
It's so funny.
Long before time had a name.
No.
Remember the period where I sent you the null fort like at least once a day?
Bro. Please do that again.
Should I just have like a month streak of sending you like random bullshit memes?
I think you should. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Or do it every podcast that you're on.
The daily Cobra shit post.
The Daily Boog. The Daily Boog.
The daily boog. Shut up, bro. Nah, not the daily boog.
Nah, bro.
No daily boog.
The Daily
The
Boog.
weekly boog. The weekly boog.
the Weekly Boog. Yeah. The Weekly
The
Boog.
weekly boog. The weekly meme.
The Weekly Boog. Cobra just like shows like the most fucked up memes.
I'll not pull any punches. Promise.
Alright.
Whatever thing I find funny, like offensive or not, I'll just post it.
Alright. Just as long as it doesn't have like nudity or whatever. But needless to say, like, as much as like everything I just said now sounds depressing as fuck, it really does sound depressing because, you know, we're talking about, you know, eventually we're all gonna have to part ways and shit. But what I do wish is at least we live most of our lives still in contact. You know what I mean? Like at this point at our 60s, we could be like, oh yeah, I miss them and all that. But come on, like I would love to at least live most of our lives like still like united in a way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At least having some kind of contact.
Yeah, because Discord is like Discord, YouTube, all of that shit. All right, or whatever. It won't last forever. There's gonna be other things coming after it, no doubt. Same way with like, you know, AOL or Dailymotion or fucking Bing. All right, listen,
Bing Mom.
all of these have successors: Gmail, YouTube, and Google, for example. You know what I mean? So there's going to be something after that. There was Skype, there was TeamSpeak, now there's Discord. What's going to come after Discord in 5-10 years? Who knows? You know what I mean? There's going to be something else that people are going to pioneer in terms of like new social media and
Communication.
Skype makes a comeback in 5 years.
bro,
Please
that would be
no.
terrible.
Please no.
I would consider myself one of the pioneers in Discord, I guess, since I mean I was there in 2016, which I mean I know that's like a year after like it came out, but bros, like Discord in 2016, there was no voice chat, there was no screen sharing, there was no Nitro, there was no games, there was nothing.
I remember
Yeah.
that completely.
It was nothing but just a fashion styled TeamSpeak. But it was still good in the sense where there's servers and the servers are well structured. It was a really good selling point.
Yeah.
TeamSpeak had that, but it was terrible. It was ass. The layout is ass in TeamSpeak. So the fact that Discord made this, what's next? And that's why I kind of brought up like the whole like WhatsApp thing, because WhatsApp is like one of those things where it's like never gonna go away. It's just this one little arbitrary like social media that doesn't really get in the way of like today's technology, really. So I'm thinking like, you know, we should like really stay in contact like as life goes on. I feel like it would be worth it, because I mean shit, like the whole idea of like, yo, we're gonna like just be doing our own things and leave it at that, like come on, we gotta fucking do something like in terms of like making the most out of life, really, because like we are all we got, seriously. Like in terms of like, you know, like you guys, you know, and all of our homies, including my girl, like you guys are all I got, seriously. You know, I mean,
I'm you know that I like you know my like life situation pretty much.
Yeah.
You know that I'll always be here because I have basically nothing else to do.
Yeah. But like, you know, all this to say, like, you know, I may have a family, but I don't know what it feels like to live a family. I don't know what it feels like to live a family. It's depressing. So what I rely on is the energy that y'all bring me. Y'all are really all I got, seriously. And it's some of the most comforting shit ever, seriously, which is why the podcast is like the greatest thing that I've ever come up with. And next week is episode 100, and I can't wait to make 100 more episodes after that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't ever see myself just like not staying in contact with the homies anymore. Like, I understand, like, you know, I guess homies when you're like 8 years old or something like that, and you make other 8-year-old like friends or whatever. But like, we're not that young, you know. Like we're
No.
like we're old enough to be like, yo, like let's stay in contact, you know.
To actually know what a meaningful relationship looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Because when you're 8, like you could unfriend somebody just because fucking like they can't run as fast as your brother or some shit.
seriously. Or
Holy
like,
shit! I just sorry for interrupting. I was
No.
doing a little bit of research to find out because I was curious. I found a tool that makes it so I can check by having a Discord ID how old your account is.
No, Discord already tells you now.
Where?
There's a new feature. Look, like when you look at somebody's profile. Oh, I have streamer mode on.
This is my second account, so it won't actually say how long I've been on Discord.
Yeah, it said you were there for like 2018, which that's bull.
Yeah, no, yeah, I've been on there. I mean, like, you know, I met you back in like 2017, late 2016.
Oh,
probably.
yeah, all right, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that. All right, thank you. September 2nd, 2016. This feels like forever ago.
It's funny how like I'm one of the youngest here, but I was still there before all of y'all.
Yeah.
Trying to flex on me Discord, bro.
But Livy, like Livy's the youngest, but still joined Discord before everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't seem like the most internet tech savvy. That makes sense. So I believe it. It makes sense.
Yeah. But
also, I don't really see. I mean, I don't know if she has anything else she is except here and Misha thing.
Wait, what?
Like, I don't know if she is like anywhere on Discord except here and on Misha's server, so I can't even like imagine her being here back in 2016 or something.
Yeah, I mean, she was what, like friends with like Misha for like what 2 years or something like that.
So I hope you know that the podcast has been going on for 2 hours now.
Huh?
The podcast has been going on for 2 hours now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the podcast has already gone for longer before, so it's like. But
let's have episode 100 be 5 hours. Let's go.
Bro, that would be like 1 a.m. I don't think I would be able to do that. Especially, I mean.
Well, bro, especially half to death.
Oh, it would be on a Saturday. Actually, it would be just fine.
Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah.
Let's see
if we can talk. Let's just have a humongous, lengthy fucking talk.
Lamau.
Lasting for as
Why did I say Lamau out loud? Fucking.
Bro, it ain't 2013 anymore. Shut up.
Fucking Lamau, bro.
Haha, lol, Lamau, haha.
Like lol can like
XD.
I feel like we've gone to that point where people just do that nowadays. We just say stuff like that without even thinking it.
It's as if we've gone back in time.
Bro. Raffle.
Bro, the dab is coming back.
Oh.
The dab is making a return.
Damn, okay. Okay. Damn.
Hey, give me a fucking... Give me a moment, just fucking...
Oh my god, that shit went loud, bro. You sound like you sharted, bro.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. That's not for you to know.
Why would you drink like that, bro?
I'm just every time I take a slurp, bro, I'm hoping you don't make me laugh because I will spit on my fucking like $200 monitor.
You wouldn't do that. Good girl, swallow. Come on.
I'm gonna stop.
God.
And on that note,
that's the biggest no, bro. Also, like, obviously, it's gonna be the guy with the anime dude that moans, like, bro, I'm so predictable.
You should go back to Mr. Mime.
Beast. No, not Mr. It's Mr. Mimi.
You should go back to Mr. Mimi.
Nah, I'll keep the name.
Eventually, we're gonna have to watch that fucking movie.
What movie? Like Pokemon?
Samaritan.
Maybe next weekend. There's a VR game coming out on Thursday. I'll be all gone.
Damn.
I will not be anywhere except in VR that day.
How about Friday night? Can we do Friday night, guys?
Yeah, sure. Because if we're doing podcast Saturday, then yeah.
Yeah.
Movie night Friday sounds good.
Friday night we watch Samaritan. All right. And
I'll try to see if I can make it.
Cobra. I mean, if you and you and me one on one, like you want to watch like or Olivia as well, like we can bring anybody. Actually, I don't know why I'm just saying one on one, but if you want to watch Cyberpunk the anime thing together, we can do that like anytime.
I'm getting Adam because Adam really wanted to watch it as well. I think.
All right. Well, yeah, we can watch it tomorrow. I can't. I'm attending a funeral.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Who died?
If
you don't mind me asking.
One of my great uncles died. Yeah, finally, actually, because okay. Listen, it sounds bad.
It really
Was
does.
suffering? Is that why you said that?
Look, he had dementia.
Yeah.
No, he had dementia, and if he stayed another second in that hospital, he would have been suffering for a while, and he's been suffering for quite a long time, and it. Like nobody. Cried.
I'm sorry, but I had to do it to him. Oh, for fuck's sake! No, you ruined my comedic moment.
I'm gonna serve it. Fuck you. What? Why could I still hear it? I deafened you and I could still hear it. You fuckwad.
I'm sorry, bro. Sincerely, but you gave me the perfect comedic timing for that. I'm sorry, my humor is too dark for that. I apologize.
I get it, but it's better to laugh than to cry. I wish I guess met him for longer, like pre-dementia, but yeah, he was a really dope dude.
Very sad. That should go. I mean, he's my grandpa.
He's not suffering no more, so nobody's crying or anything. Like, at least he's not suffering. It was actually much better if he had just gone as soon as possible. So, yeah.
Especially with Alzheimer's and dementia shit.
I know this isn't like the same level at all, but like my neighbor's dog, I feel that way about him because like he's 16, I believe, right now. He is suffering so much, and like I know it does sound awful to say this, but I wish they would just put him down already because like he pisses and shits all over the floor, all over their house. He can barely see. He can hardly walk. And then they're like saying stuff like, "Oh, but he was so happy and running around the other day," and it's like, yeah, just because he was happy for a moment doesn't mean he's happy to be alive.
I mean, with dementia, there's like. And this is true. I mean, I guess this is sort of interpreted in like a burning memory. I don't know, but
everywhere at the end of time, yeah. That's the name of the full thing.
Okay, everywhere at the end of time. All right.
Yes.
So I guess sometimes with dementia, you have little moments, little spark moments for maybe like 2 or 3 seconds, right? Where I guess the conscious self sees everything, right? You basically
you get just a split second, just a moment of clarity.
Yeah, I mean, his moment of clarity was like, I want to die, like that. He said it. He said he wanted to die. In his like little moment of clarity, but that was like days before he died. So, anyways, anyone who's like suffering from like dementia, their conscious self would not want to see them live like this, and they would want to end it like as soon as possible. You know what I mean?
I also have the mentality: if I am unfortunate enough to suffer from it ever, I just want to I want like a legal paper to just kill me.
You know that, like, if you have a terminal disease or something, in certain places you're allowed to, like, order assisted suicide.
Well, it depends on where you are.
Yeah, it depends on where you are. I believe there might be a state or two in America that allows that, and I forget where in Europe there was that allowed that.
Assisted, like
I think Switzerland.
I think.
Switzerland, that would make sense. Yeah, they have they have like really good, like for example, drug rehab and like healthcare and stuff.
Yeah, Switzerland is like, some weirdo came up with some like like suicide box or something like that. It was like a thick like Gorilla Glass like coffin where it fills up with like neurotoxins or something like that and like puts you to sleep.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucked up.
I mean, the thing is, the way that I've always seen it is either injecting or ingesting like a large amount of an anesthetic.
I
So
think,
like it puts you to sleep painlessly.
I wouldn't. I don't know. Like I feel like someone building a tool like that, it would just be much better if you just put the person on life support and the decision will be taken, whether to pull the plug or not. That's kind of what happened with my grandparents, and as sad as it was for people to pull the plug, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a much better and much more moral way, I guess, of because you've come to terms with the fact that like that's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You have time to say goodbye and shit. People would very much rather just pull the plug rather than just put them in a weird like glass contraption that fills you with neurotoxins or any other like anesthetic. Like I feel like it would be better pull the plug, life is over, thanks for existing, and yada yada, bye bye, see you on the other side, whatever. Like I've never had to deal with it, which is why I'm like speaking so lightly about it, but
I've had to go through that kind of.
Yeah, and then like
It's a very shitty situation to be in.
yeah.
I've been there, like on the bedside of my grandpa, like basically like done. His brain is melted away by like I think it was cancer.
Mm.
Like he was not able to even speak at that point. And I like saw him, and then a couple hours later, after I drove home, I heard that he had passed.
Yeah, it's terrible, man.
It sucks to see somebody you're very fond of in those kinds of situations. In those, would you just see them as a husk of what they used to be?
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm gonna bring something up here. I want to see if you guys. Well, you guys, I would guess that you would agree with me on this. I won't speak for you, but like, I get that it's a way of grieving, but I absolutely hate when families have like when somebody has a bunch of family members that want them alive so bad, no matter how little of a chance they have of surviving, that they tell the doctors to keep them alive even if they can't say anything on their own.
Yeah,
That's
very... and I understand that it's like a grieving thing, like they don't want their loved ones to go, but like there is a man in Japan who got like more than 3 times the lethal dose of radiation, and he was kept alive for 83 days because his family didn't want him to go down.
It's a very egotistical thing. Which I think it's the right thing to do. If a dude is suffering, just put him down. Honestly, if there's no chance of surviving, you might as well. Yeah,
he was
Plus,
fine.
saves
for
you
the
money
first...
as well, bro. Like,
yeah, seriously. Like, do you know how much life support costs? Plus, they were doing a bunch of experimental procedures on him too that had never been done.
Now, did you say how do you know how much life support costs? No, I don't, because Denmark has free health.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
So no, I don't personally.
Yo, is it really $200,000 for cancer surgery, or was Breaking Bad really exaggerating that shit?
It's really expensive, but if you have insurance, it'll be like in the upper tens of thousands.
That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, I know. Here, wait.
But the thing is, though, the reason why it's like that currently is because America is living on something that they have not changed from 1776. They've not. They apart from like slavery and all of that, right? The slavery was the only thing that was abolished. They did not fix the economy. They did not fix anything regarding healthcare. They did not really restore a lot of human rights, I guess, that people should have in terms of like necessities.
Okay, I just found it. So, for example, I said my mom had cancer. She had stage 4 tonsil cancer.
Oh.
And surgery for that can cost anywhere between $89,000 and $182,000.
Fuck me, bro.
That's without
like-
insurance, though. That's without insurance.
I don't know how anybody with a
Like-
straight face could ever ask this much money to operate.
The thing is, though, I mean, like, luckily they do have charities and stuff at hospitals to help people that don't have insurance or are extremely poor out with their medical bills, you know, because they're not going to reject medical care just because you don't have money. Like, that's just not a thing.
But
It's
it's still debt. It's still debt, and
If they-
your life is
yeah.
still hanging by a thread. It's almost more
Some-
worth it to die than to just like live.
Being your knees deep in debt that you might never get out of. So you got like government and shit
Yeah.
breathing down your neck for the rest of your life. Yeah, I think I would rather die at that point.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I will say, I think my family is extremely lucky in that regard. Like, we had the money to help her out with the cancer treatments and
Thank
not be
God.
worried about debt.
Thank God,
you know,
man.
if that wasn't the case, I probably would have never met either of you guys. Because, like, you know, but yeah, like, I mean, I will say that, like, you know, my family is pretty well off money-wise, you know? So that was very good. And then, you know, you got, I'm going to go into another thing here. So I don't know if I've told you guys, like, the full extent of it, but, like, I told you guys that my dad had a couple strokes, right?
Yes. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
well,
said
he
that.
also broke his hip, and he's been bedbound for over a year and a half now.
Oh,
And
Damn.
the problem is it's extremely hard for us to get him to the hospital, and he's had lots of like medical issues recently. And so we have to call in an ambulance a lot of times just to get him over to the hospital so they can check him out. Like whenever he has something wrong with him.
but like
And
checkups.
that is also extremely expensive. It's either an ambulance if it's serious enough, or we have to get medical transport.
It's weird. It's like checkups. This is how checkups happen medically in, I guess, the U.S. or something like that, or places where healthcare is not free. Checkups. Doctor's like, yeah, he's fine. All right, that'll be $300.
$350, by the way.
Oh, that was close.
$350
For a checkup.
For the ambulance ride to the checkup.
Bro, gas doesn't cost that much. Come on, fuck off. Like, I know
No,
gas
and
prices
the thing is, I'm going off here because it says basic life support. Or like basic life support non-emergency, which is what my dad usually gets with an ambulance, is $350. But if you need advanced life support with, like, for example, like if you were hit by a car and you were unresponsive or something like that, an ambulance would cost you $850.
Damn, fuck. You don't even know you exist right now, and then you just like get hit with that kind of money.
That's like around what I get every month.
Yeah, you know, there was a viral video of this guy in America. He was on a stretcher going into an ambulance, and when they weren't looking, he unhooked himself and ran away because he didn't want to pay the medical bills for an injury that wasn't even that serious.
Damn, bro.
I mean, that just shows how fucked the healthcare system is in the US.
Yeah, and people.
It
hate
is
the
pretty
idea-
messed up.
like, it seems so many people hate the idea of like free healthcare because it raises taxes. But like, dude.
Bro, I live in Denmark and we're clearly doing fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, Denmark, I would imagine, has higher taxes than America because
I
of
think
free
it's for
healthcare.
how
Like,
many percent do you pay off your taxes? Like of your monthly salary or whatever.
Oh, I don't work right now, so I don't pay any taxes. But I'm not.
Is there a way for you to find out?
Here, let me see.
Because I think Denmark is like 45% of whatever you earn goes to taxes.
Fuck.
Average tax rate. Okay, so.
But that, like, I'm
In
more than happy to
2009
pay that to get like every kind of healthcare is free. Like, if you're
So,
gonna get
that's
operated on, I'm pretty sure it's free, even if you need to get operated.
Yeah. No, so the average tax rate throughout all of America is 13.29%.
Yeah, see, we do 45. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's
and
45%.
the top 1% of earners in America have to pay 25.5%.
Yeah, you guys are getting off easy
Yeah.
compared to us, but we
then
get
again,
free
like, I
healthcare.
mean, even Canada has free healthcare too. Although that would make sense considering Denmark is like Canada except in Europe.
All right.
I'm kidding.
I'm going off. Of
Well, we still seem to be doing better off than you guys.
Honestly.
I'm going off of like 2020, but France had a tax to GDP ratio of 45.4% compared to
Jesus.
the OECD average of 33.5.
Does France have free healthcare?
Yes.
I was about to ask Jelani if he had
however-
free healthcare, but he lives in America with me, so I mean there wouldn't be much of a point in me asking.
However, the current French president right now wants to like get rid of the concept of free healthcare, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna be leaving France while I still can.
Dude, do you know how, like? Also, there's another thing, and there was a documentary of this guy and his wife. They lived for a year off of minimum wage just to see how they got by. Like, they got a really shitty apartment because that's all they could afford with that. And
Also,
there was one time where he injured his wrist and he like couldn't move his hand and it was swelling up, and he had to wait like 6 hours in line at urgent care.
Bro, like, why is urgent care so incompetent everywhere?
Yeah, no,
you go to emergency, you're like, do we know if we're gonna get admitted? It's like you ask the secretary or the nurse or whatever, they're like, I don't know. You're maybe gonna have to take a while. Or like, when is when is patient going to be discharged or finally get the surgery? I don't know. Like, it's always that. It's always I don't know to any question you ask about your patient.
I have a story really quick that's also, this is like a really shitty story.
I also have like a quick thing, like I did a small search. Actually, I was wrong. It's not 45%. It's up into 50.
Oh.
Like 52%, I'm pretty sure. It says like an individual who's fully taxed resident in Denmark will, as a main rule, be taxed according to the ordinary tax scheme by up to 52.07%.
Wow.
And also it says individual income tax is also on 55%. Do pay. We're one of the highest like taxed countries in the, but still get shit for free. A lot of help.
What was Adam gonna talk about?
Oh yeah, no, it was just a really shitty story. This is also about like medical care. There was a man, I believe he was either homeless or just extremely poor, and there was a lump in his chest that was hurting or something like that. And he couldn't afford going to the hospital, so he purposefully got himself arrested so he could be checked out at the hospital without any charge.
Oh my gosh. Because there's like there's also yeah, I know that. Homie of mine.
That's
E-Crystal was in jail. He had like mental health assessment and thing. I'm allowed to say that he was in jail because he said it himself. So I mean, like, shit, like.
They say that is a corrupt having thing. You can just get.
Yeah, just like an assessment.
Yeah, that is kind of corrupt, if you ask me.
Well,
and easily exploited. Easily exploited,
yes, but for the betterment of all the prisoners, like, I mean, still a good thing,
Bro, fucking Rick Weiss is still fuck this little white dude Dave in the showers with a shiv up his ass. No matter what, if this guy's getting checked out, it doesn't matter, bro.
Jesus Christ, bro. On that note, thank you guys so much for watching the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I think after 2.5 hours of this podcast, I think it's a good time to end.
Yeah.
You guys have been dope. We got into some very deep conversations. That's what I love about the podcast. We literally talk about anything. Like, Corey, you say you're not that talkative, but bro, you come up like you two, you come up with the good shit to talk about. Same with Jelani, same with Adam. Like y'all are just like cool to have around.
I mean, just you end up following the flow of the conversations that they just escalate into different things.
Yeah.
Right.
It gets very easy because, you know, again, all we're doing is just talking as homies.
I think that's also a reason why eCast failed, because we had specific topics we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So you just kind of ran out of things to say really quickly.
It's better to start from the bottom, work our way up, rather than start from the middle and dip. Because, you know...
Yeah, starting from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, starting from the bottom in terms of, like, when I start an episode of the podcast, I have literally no idea what the hell I'm going to talk about. Or when I have a guest on the podcast, you know, a guest that deserves to be interviewed or something like that. I say deserves to be interviewed. I mean, like, somebody like I, you know, invited.
Yeah.
Well, I have no idea what I'm going to ask this person, but I still do it.
Just improvise.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever comes to mind that you're curious about, just ask it.
Yeah, but me, Jelani, and E. Crystal, you know, we're just so good at doing that, so we like to do that with literally anybody that hops on here.
That's good. Way to do it.
Yeah, man, we're doing what eCast couldn't, but we're doing it right.
eCast, but better.
Yeah. Hey, there's still the letter E in the Loophole Podcast. So, I mean, shit.
No, but
Oh my god.
one day just make the E like cap.
But they're all capital. All right.
Damn, bro, then make them lowercase. I don't know.
Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the Loophole Podcast. It's been your host, Loopie, with Jelani Muna and the homies, Adam and Cobra. We also had the SVR. We also had Livy hop on the podcast for a brief moment. Hope you
Bless
guys.
you.
Thank you very much. You copied my thing.
Bro, you're so filthy, bro.
Shut up, man. You
Nah, fuck you.
don't act like you never burped and farted in a colic before. Come on. See you doing it now.
Oh god. Bro, that reminds me, I know we have to end, but like earlier when you were talking about your like uncle with dementia, I had to burp so fucking bad. So you were talking about dementia, and if I didn't look away, bro, I would have been like straight into the fucking mic.
Well, that's
Jesus.
funny. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the Loophole Podcast. Bless up and stay hype.
Reach the top.
He's been waiting to say that. Thank you guys so much for watching the Loophole Podcast. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Fuck Lady Gaga, fuck LOD, and fuck menacing threats. Penis.
The giant horse cock weighs over 11 pounds.
Vagina pain.